What is up, guys? Wraec is here with new video, and today we got the new update, or well, and you see this probably yesterday we got the new update. And well, as this update also gave us the new S tier modifiers, as you can see here, Ship Crusher, Hunter's Focus, they are now in the list. So what we are going to do is use the hammers that I saved up, 180 hammers, to hopefully get some better rolls on my heroes, starting with Starwing. I was thinking about going ATD first, but well, we have IDA coming up, so I thought Starwing would be quite decent. What do we want on Starwing here? We currently use skill damage, control precision, control immunity, offset, petrify immunity. We don't need petrify immunity. It was just that I saw, okay, we have Prec, we have CI offset, we have a damage perk with skill damage, and we have petrify immunity. This seems kind of nice. What I really want to keep is the control precision. I like control precision because, like, well, if we check out the active skill, it's only 35% chance, so some control precision, yeah, that helps. Beyond that, Hunter's Focus, Defier, Ship Crusher. So the big damage perks, those would really help her. And I think any combination with control precision and like 2 of those damage perks is really what we are aiming for. If we can get all of them, I don't mind. So let's hop into those rolls and see what we can do. And yeah, just be surprised. I'm honestly quite hyped for this. I was waiting for this quite a bit. Usually I get my 5 hammers from the daily pack and reroll some copy and wait for something nice. But like, yeah. So I had to wait this time to make this video because it's just not worth rerolling, obviously, if we don't have the new perks in there. So let's see. Yeah, that's a bad roll. There's like no hope there. We got CI offset, we got control precision, we got crit, we got holy armor. That's actually better, I think. Even though not remotely what we're looking for, I think that's actually better. Interesting. Interesting that we managed to get a better roll without any of the new perks. Quite witty, fire crit damage, heal effect. No, that's not it. Like heal effect, control immunity. We got giant killer, Defier, crit damage, control immunity. We are really not looking for giant killer on this copy, though. This is quite an interesting roll. Quite nice actually. Crit, control, precision, armor break. Nah. Oh my god, what do we have here? That's a text roll. We got Giant Killer, we got Ship Crusher, we got Divine Block, we got Faction Rule. So if you need like a screenshot of this, do that. She increases the damage dealt to enemies with shield by 40%. I think we got an announcement of 180%, so 40% actually a bit lower. Interesting. Still doesn't change the roll that I want to have. That's kind of interesting. Not too little amount of perks that we actually want to have. There was just Ship Crusher basically, so yeah, Ship Crusher. Okay, what do we have here? We got Defier, we got Ship Crusher, we got skill damage, we got crit damage reduction. I mean, Defier, Ship Crusher are 2 perks we're looking for. On the other hand, I want to max out her control potential, so I want to see control precision. If we can't get control precision, if we got like Defier, Ship Crusher, CI offset, okay, can live with that. But no perk in that realm, I don't think so. I need like 3 good perks, I think. I need like 3 good perks. Other than that, it just doesn't make sense to reroll to that. Okay, that's like the assortment of things that we don't want. Effect of being healed, heal effect, reduced dot received armor. Probably interesting in some way, can probably do some interesting stuff here, but it's just not for us. Same for that. Hunter's Focus, first time we see that. Hunter's Focus. If self-crit is 50% or above, increases self all damage dealt by 30%. Will be interesting to see if it checks for that for every single attack or at the beginning of the fight. I hope it checks for every single attack. It will be very important for ATD because he buffs his own crit. So it doesn't make too much sense to run crit on ATD. We got CI offset, we got Hunter's Focus, we got 2 really bad perks, so yeah, like, that's not it. That's not it, that's also not it. Still waiting for the good roll, obviously. The thing is, with S tier, we can roll a lot. Freeze immunity there, I think our first immunity that we saw. CI offset, damage reduction, crit, Hunter's Focus. Interesting roll, actually. The thing is, we have got like crit there. activating Hunter's Focus with CI offset and damage reduction. Like a crit Hunter's Focus is interesting, and then we got CI offset. I think we're going to save that for now. I kind of like that roll, even though it's not really what I was looking for. I will probably go for an imprint. Do we have the crit now? Is this enough? It's like 83% crit. If we oh, it's just short, isn't it? Oh, it's just short. Oh, that's horrible. Because if we take that off and like use armor break for a second, doesn't matter. It's 48.5% crit. So just not enough to activate Hunter's Focus. Oh, that's so bad. That's so bad. Okay, we need a better roll. Ship Crusher, Hunter's Focus. Okay, that's the first time we saw that combination. Ship Crusher, Hunter's Focus. Kind of interesting. But at the same time, heal effect, reduce dot received. That's a skip. Seal of Light immunity, control precision, holy armor, Hunter's Focus. I think it's better. Like we apparently don't need the crit roll because it's just not enough, so we will take it from imprints anyway. Then we have like Seal of Light immunity, which is, well, that's a bad perk. But holy armor is decent, and we got Hunter's Focus there, so why not? Giant Killer, Defy, control immunity, effect of being healed. Nah, that's not it. Giant Killer, CI offset, but not on this. Copy, control precision, skill damage. Nah, can't go for that. That is nothing. Holy armor, faction rule. It's like the text modifiers that we don't want. Maybe give us the ones that we want. That would be kind of nice. No, nothing there. Giant Killer, Defier, armor, block. We got a lot of Giant Killer, Defier rolls. Are currently not in the game for Giant Killer, Defier. For Defier, okay, not for Giant Killer, Fear immunity, nice. Giant Killer, Divine block. It's like kind of interesting because we are not really rolling for Giant Killer on this one. While in the past, obviously, we wanted that quite a lot. Control immunity, offset precision, taunt immunity. Taunt immunity is kind of cool. Taunt immunity is kind of nice. I wouldn't mind taunt immunity. Holy damage, armor break, skill damage, Hunter's Focus. Like full damage that we got here. We're not really looking for those kinds of perks though. Even though that's not a bad roll. Like pretty decent. Control immunity, offset, petrify immunity, Hunter's Focus. Petrify immunity is a bit better than Seal of Light immunity. Because petrify, like, it is in the meta with Starving Jarrah. Like if you fight Starving Jarrah teams, that's a thing. One perk that I didn't mention that would be kind of cool, Twine immunity. Twine immunity I take every day. Like if we see Ship Crusher, Hunter's Focus, Twine immunity, control break, I'm on it. I'm definitely there because Twine immunity, well, obviously TBB. It's now in so many teams. Okay, we got CI offset, we got Ship Crusher, we got Hunter's Focus. Yeah, we take that. We take that, even though effect of being healed, certainly not it. But now we got like 3 good stats on here with a Ship Crusher, Hunter's Focus roll. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. Can't complain. We got Taunt immunity, we got Giant Killer, we got Divine Block, we got damage reduction. Nah, that's not it. That's not it. Like, I think it will be difficult to make this better here. Ship Crusher, Hunter's Focus. If we replace effect of being healed with Twine immunity and maybe control immunity offset with control prec, then I would be kind of happy. But I think that will be quite a difficult task to do, given that in all of the hammers that we've done so far. Oh, triple immunity Ship Crusher. That is a cool roll. That is a cool roll. It's Taunt immunity, Seal of Light immunity, Petrify immunity, Ship Crusher. Those are only perks available on S tier. Like, that's fancy. That's fancy. I love it. I've never seen a triple immunity before. Never before. Like, that's super, super rare. It's insane. The thing is, we got Seal of Light, we got Petrify. We got Taunt and Petrify. It's kind of cool. We don't need it. Like, it's nice to look at. It's obviously cool, but we just don't need it. So I don't think we are going to go for that. Cancel, though it hurts me. It hurts me. It hurts me to cancel that. We got Ship Crusher, we got Seal of Light immunity, we got Divine Block, we got Hunter's Focus. Interesting role, not really looking for Divine Block, neither for Seal of Light immunity. Because, like, Seal of Light is a weird one. It's not really used anywhere in the meta. It's not very good. Like, immune to shapeshifting would obviously still be better. Shapeshifting's just the bigger threat. Giant Killer, Ship Crusher. Like, Ship Crusher in itself is not really PvE perk. Like, we don't really have those... we don't really have those heroes in PvE that do a lot of shields. Like, not very common. Not very common at all. So, that's also not something we're really looking for on... what we would be looking for on a PvE copy. This obviously being a PvP role, we are looking for PvP perks here, though at any given point, I mean, we can use Hunter's Focus and Control Immunity Offset also in PvE, and it will be decent. We will use her for CC, so that's our main concern here. But yeah, as I said, it will be difficult to get a better role here. Though I wouldn't mind DH games, maybe. Maybe give us some Ship Crusher, Hunter's Focus, Twine Immunity with some control pack. We take it. If we see it. Like, man, there's a lot of hammers. I wouldn't have expected that, actually. It felt a little bit like a smaller number. But still, it's some 180 rerolls after all. Nothing too fancy here. Really, no good rolls in the last one. Silence immunity. Remember rolling for that. Okay, what do we have here? Ship Crusher, Hunter's Focus, Divine Block, Crit. No, we know the crit is not enough now. Okay, what do we have there? Ship Crusher, Hunter's Focus, we got damage reduction, and we got Control Pack. That is better. That is better. Those are like those are like 3 great stats and 1 decent one, while this one is obviously crappy. So, yeah, we take that. Very nice. Ship Crusher, Hunter's Focus, Control Pack, very good. What does the damage reduction do? 74.5% damage reduction. That's quite nice. That's quite nice. Let's take our crit roll back. And with that we are at 62% crit, so our Hunter's Focus is active, our Ship Crusher would usually be active, we got the control prick going, and we have some damage reduction. I think we got a decent roll here actually. Like, close to capped out damage reduction. I mean, in most scenarios we will be a bit overcapped, I guess. But that's a really nice roll. That's a really nice roll. Could hardly be better. Like, only the damage reduction really is 1 perk. We are at 3 out of 4 here. With, well, I'd say we had 3.5 out of 4 here. It's not really 3 because we got the 4th one is still a decent stat. So I would say we just go for ATD now. He got Giant Killer, Defier, Armor Break, Holy Damage. We have to keep in mind some stats have a little bit of a lower value on an ATD. Just because we buff ourselves so much. Not with this perk though. That's the All Damage Dealt buff. Where is it? We gain a crit buff. We also got Control Immunity here from that. And he can also increase his perk somewhere. There. Inflicts 1 stack of revenge, so the attack increases as model Dauntless Precision by 18%. So we're not looking for crit, we're not looking for precision. That's something to keep in mind. Let's reroll that. ATD, what are we looking for? Giant Killer, Defier, Hunter's Focus, Holy Armor. Why Holy Armor? Valkyr. That's the reason. So those are the perks. If we get Giant Killer, Defier, Hunter's Focus, I'm happy as well. We can take that. Giant Killer, Holy Armor, Crit Damage Armor. It's kind of fancy. It's kind of fancy. I kind of like that because we got the huge armor buff in there. Nah. No Defier. We need Defier. Twine Immunity. There it is. On the hero that we are not looking, that we don't really need it. We get the Twine Immunity. Giant Killer, Ship Crusher, Crit Damage, Holy Damage. Interesting. Not what we're looking for. Ship Crusher is not a perk we want on ATD because we are going to take him to PvP. So that's the thing. CI offset here once again. No longer a perk we need. We got Ship Crusher, Faction Rule, Hunter's Focus, Heal Effect. Nah. Faction Rules useless here. Same again. Now we get all the Ship Crusher rolls. Where were you a second ago? Twine Immunity. Bloody hell. Like, mate, stop it. Where were those twine immunities on my Starwing Jara? Where I actually need them. In PvP, double immunity, freeze, petrify. Nice. Yeah, I can't get over the triple immunity. Giant Killer Ship Crusher? Nah, that's not it. Will be a bit difficult. I think it will be quite difficult. Giant Killer Defier, Hunter's Focus, and then, well, Holy Armor. But really, Giant Killer Defier, Hunter's Focus. And then, well, I take Holy Armor. I want it. Giant Killer, Hunter's Focus, Armor Break. Well, that's worse. It's a worse roll. Define Block, Defier, Ship Crusher. Interesting. If we want to run him in PvP, maybe, but like, no, we're not really going to do that, are we? Like, we are going to run him in like a secondary cheese team, but that's another thing. Giant Killer Defier, Precision, Crit Damage Reduction, nope. Got Ship Crusher there, but like nothing else. We got Dazzle Immunity. First time we see that today, but it's like so rare. And the only Transcendence hero that really inflicts Dazzle is Eos, and well, nobody really uses her, so it's not really a threat. Nah, that's also not it. Holy Armor and a lot of nothing. Holy Armor, Hunter's Focus, skill damage, crit damage, no Giant Killer, so that's that for us. We definitely need Giant Killer. Like, there's no way around Giant Killer on this ATD, because that is aimed towards PvE, and in PvE, Giant Killer is still the strongest perk. Giant Killer, Ship Crusher, no. Ship Crusher, nothing that we need. Defier, Ship Crusher. The nice thing is, like, somehow, compared to the immunities, those new perks like Hunter's Focus don't really feel too rare. Keep in mind, only on ST, obviously. Faction Rule, Holy Armor, Divine Block, though. Nope. Holy Armor, Faction Rule, definitely not. Giant Killer, Crit, Ship Crusher, Dazzle Immunity, also not what we're looking for. It's like we didn't even get a Giant Killer, or did we get? We got like one Giant Killer Defier roll, I think, right? Not really anything beyond that. I like, it's difficult. I mean, we're rolling for Giant Killer Defier, and on top of that, now we want Hunter's Focus. Well, that's bound to fail, I think. That's bound to fail. Even though I surely hope that we might just get lucky. It just takes some time, but we will obviously not stop re-rolling. I will continue to re-roll, just probably not in a video. Usually, I don't. There's some stuff I don't really make videos about, mainly because it's kind of my day-to-day, just using those 5 hammers. I could obviously save them up, but like, nah, it's like too much fun to get in there daily and do my rolls. So, kind of like that. Okay, what do we have here? We got Giant Killer Defier, Holy Armor, Divine Block. We didn't even change the first roll. Like, it's still the same. That's insane. I mean, we have to think about that. Like, I don't really like Divine Block. I like Holy Armor. There's now 3 perks that we like. 3 perks that we like. I think we take it. It's also quite fancy. It's also quite fancy, even though it's not the big damage roll. But it's 1 perk off. If we do it at Hunter's Focus instead of Divine Block, it would be the roll we're looking for. So that's the thing. I still think like the combination of Giant Killer Defier Hunter's Focus is still supreme to Giant Killer Defier Holy Armor. So that's the reason I'm still rolling, because I still think I think 3 perks, getting 3 perks is quite realistic. And then there is like the stages in between, like 3 perks and the good one, which is this kinda, and this basically what we got in Starwing Jara. And there is 3 perks and like a crappy one, which would be, for example, if we got Effect of Being Healed on the Starving Jara instead of the damage reduction. It's a perk that doesn't really do much for us. So that's something that you're not ideally looking for. Precision does nothing for us. Hunter's Focus, Ship Crusher, there are no Giant Killer. Yes, that's really not what we intend to get. Holy Armor Defier, immune to shapeshifting. Nah, I think we're going to go with 5 more rolls probably, and then we still have 40 left. which I think we just throw at DGN because she currently has a role, I think, with just silence immunity or something like that. And the rest are pretty bad stats. I think we can just improve on that. In terms of like quality of roles on ATD, I have to say not the highest. Like we didn't really see a whole lot of stuff. Got a lot of Ship Crusher, while we don't need Ship Crusher. So that's a thing. Okay, that's basically it. That's the role we end up on. A lot of text here, Holy Armor, Defier, Giant Killer, Divine Block. But it will be fun. Like 2 defensive perks here with Holy Armor and Divine Block will be kind of interesting. Also looks super fancy, so I kind of like that. Let's go for DGN now. Let's reroll that because we got like just silence immunity. This is like nothing. So I think, do I want silence immunity? Silence immunity is pretty cool. So that's the thing. Let's continue here. We got Defier, we got Holy Armor, we got Ship Crusher, we got Control Immunity. It's kind of interesting. It's pretty cool, actually. Control Immunity in there, but like, nah. I think we're realistically looking for an immunity here. Fear or Silence. Oh my god, what do we have here? Hunter's Focus, Ship Crusher, Divine Block, Faction Rule. Like, you have to read that first, like, book. Bit insane. Okay, Faction Rule, Hunter's Focus, really nothing. We got Taunt Immunity, Holy Armor, Defier. So first immunity roll here. Let's see. Nothing really. I don't know. I mean, like, we are a little bit more flexible here. We are obviously looking for the premium perks. We are looking for like Defier, Hunter's Focus. I take Giant Killer as well on her. I mean, like, she is kind of in PvP. What do we have here? Giant Killer, Defier, Fear Immunity, Crit. That's kind of fancy. I take that. That's really cool, actually. Giant Killer, Defier, Fear Immunity, Crit. That's pretty cool. I don't even see us rerolling that. Like, it's too good. It's too good. Like, those immunities are super rare. And we got a Fear Immunity here. So that's pretty insane, actually. I keep that. I think we're just going to throw the rest of them on Starving Jar. Let's see if we can get rid of this damage reduction. Let's see about that. I doubt it, actually. I doubt it. It's like pretty much insane. The only thing like that could sway me a bit in that direction would be like a Twine Immunity. I don't really see happening. Holy damage, nah. I mean, we are at pretty much the top tier of rolls here. Like, the slight bit more lifts it to a god roll. So that's the thing. I've not really seen any god rolls today, but we have seen very, very good rolls. Like, we have seen the upper tier of very, very good rolls. Like the rolls that are so close to god rolls as they can be. We got Giant Killer, we got Ship Crusher, we got Hunter's Focus, we got Faction Rule. Oh my god. Oh, wait. No. I was like, okay, that's insane. But like, it really isn't. Because we got Giant Killer, we don't need that. We got Faction Rule, we don't need that. And then we end up with Ship Crusher and Hunter's Focus. And then the roll is straight or worse than this one. Now they're really making me think. We got Divine Block and Faction Rule, we don't need that. We need Giant Killer, so really this roll is only Hunter's Focus, and then we don't need that. Like, all of those text rolls, my god. It's really difficult. I have to think about that for a second before deciding. Defier, Divine Block, nah. Nah. Not really it. Not really it at all. Nothing. Last 2 rolls. Can we get like a god roll now? Nope. And Giant Killer, Hunter's Focus. Nope, that's not it. So that was our last hammer. Those are our rolls. We got Damage Reduction, Control Precision, Ship Crusher, Hunter's Focus, which is kind of fancy. I take it. Pretty good. Then we had the ATD, where we had Holy Armor, Defier, Giant Killer, Divine Block, which is not really the upgrade we were looking for at all. Like, we didn't get Hunter's Focus. But I think it's still pretty cool. And then we got Giant Killer, Defier, Fear Immunity, Crit here. So that's pretty fancy. I love it. So, in any way, guys, I thank you for watching. and we'll see us in the next one.